Or Taoiseach, could I ask you to consider putting in an additional estimate to allow the Moriarty Tribunal to actually re-look at the tapes that were published in the Sunday Independent? I think it is a matter of public interest that a small section should be taken to look at those tapes to see is that new information and should it be reviewed, and should it be an estimate, a provision be made in your estimates to do that. Thank you, Chair.
Deputy Murphy. I don't intend to reopen the Moriarty Tribunal. This is a tribunal that sat for very many years and reported finally. Third-party costs have been looked at, and as I said in answer to questions in the Dáil, if somebody out there has more information that's relevant to Moriarty, then they should bring it to the authorities, and they should bring it to the authorities quickly. When you appoint a tribunal and a sole person in charge of that, that person then has absolute independence in the way they do their business. And obviously, we're anxious that existing tribunals would come to, a close without being pressurised to do so. And that's why, for instance, in the case of Smithick, the government looked for interim reports to have a fix on where the sole person is moving with the...
Clarify the question, would that be okay? The clarity, the question I was really asking is, there is real concern out there about what was published, and most people listened to the tapes. And really what I was asking is, the tribunal itself is most familiar with the evidence that was given. Really what I was saying, is there an element that we could see whether this is information that was already assessed by the tribunal or not? Is there availability to do that, to make provision in your estimates for that?
I think the guards are examining that at the moment now. Obviously, it's not for me to comment on an investigation that's taking place by the Gardaí, but I understand your question. In respect of what Deputy Murphy raised here